But I found it difficult to know what to wear once I left the workforce and became a mum. I knew suits weren't going to be appropriate, but I didn't really know what was and ended up in jeans and sweatshirts, which I admit is comfortable, but a bad habit. Now the kids are grown and I'm heavier, but I'd really like to look nice again whilst hiding the extra 60 pounds. So you are not alone. I am sure there are so many other people with the same sort of struggle as well. And so how do you be stylish, hide the 60 pounds or camouflage them in a way that makes you feel good, but still is a relaxed? You don't need the suits if and these days, even most offices aren't wearing suits, even, there's not too many industries left where everybody is wearing a suit anymore. There's so much more casualization of work for dress anyway. So things to think about is, how do you look stylish? Well, number one, find say a great pair of jeans that fits, that looks good on you. Because often when we are, holding extra weight, we kind of, we will accept not so great clothes because we don't feel so great about ourselves, rather than I'm going to keep on looking until I find something that actually fits me well. So I would be looking for, say, a great pair of jeans and then maybe finding some tops. So rather than going for sweatshirts, why not try a blouse or something that's a little bit dressier, but you're still wearing your jeans, so you're not overdressed. And it could be, maybe it's just a slightly nicer knit top than a sweatshirt. It's just thinking about taking that level of refinement up a notch rather than settling for the very kind of casual. So that is one way. And this is where also thinking about fit too of your tops is going to make a difference. But even just something like a blouse, or even wearing a t-shirt, but a good quality t-shirt with a blazer or some sort of jacket. Now that blazer or jacket does not have to be the suit jacket. There are so many different styles of jackets out there. And if you go online and look in your, local department stores and you just search up jackets, you will find so many different sorts. So finding a jacket that makes you feel good. Jackets are great because they can actually hide all sorts of sins underneath. Something with a little bit of structure like that can really help you to feel good. It kind of can help to disguise what's going on underneath. So that also can be something to look for. Jackets can be good, or maybe it's a longer coat or cardigan as well. They're also in fashion, and they can also be something that just kind of dresses up something that's a little bit more casual. Also think about your shoes. Often when we get to the super casual, we end up in sneakers every day. Thinking about wearing maybe just a pair of ankle boots, or just something that's a little bit more refined, or even if we are in sneakers, going for a more refined sneaker, the more kind of dress sneaker rather than the running shoe. That also can level up. And then think about accessorizing. A few accessories can go a long way to really upping your style game. So there is a few different things you can think of to do that. And, one of the reasons I love things like blouses is they're a bit looser than, knit tops. They don't stick to the lumps and bumps. So it helps to disguise those extra pounds that you want to disguise. So they are just a few things, and figuring out your style. And this is where often, particularly when we've had weight gain, we've kind of lost our sense of style. We don't really know what suits our current body. So maybe your body shape's changed because of that weight gain. All these things can make you feel like you're lost, and then you're trying different things on. So, go and do my body shape calculator quiz and get your body shape Bible, so you know what silhouette you're really looking for and where the detail is on your clothes. That is a great starting point, because it's going to help you when you walk into a store and you can be overwhelmed by all the stuff, that you can actually start to knock out, 90% of it, because it's not right for you. And the reality is, it's only ever going to be a tiny portion of what is out there at any one time that is going to be right for you. And sometimes there is zero right for you, where the style should work, but you put it on, the fit is not right. Do not take that personally. Sometimes they do some pretty weird things with cuts. I mean, I tried on a shirt recently, a blouse like this, but they'd cut the armhole and it just dug into my arms. And I was like, I don't know what they've been doing, probably trying to save on fabric and making it cheaper. And sadly, then it did not work so well. So left it in the store. So don't ever think that if you can't find something in the stores, there is something wrong with you. It's often the way they manufacture things, and sometimes it's just it's not your season. Sometimes the style of things, it's not your season. So don't think that if you come home empty-handed that you are a failure. In fact, in many ways, whenever people come home empty-handed, I go, that is great. You've become more discerning. You're not just buying anything for the sake of bringing something home. You've actually become discerning. And so you're not wasting money on the wrong clothes, but really understanding what are the right clothes, what are your style guidelines. So the colors that work for you, the styles that work for you, the kind of prints and patterns, all those things. When you've got that style knowledge, it really makes it so much easier. So I'd be starting with getting that style education before you go shopping and buy new. And then if you do want to do some experimentation, which can be when we're refining our style, some experimentation can be good. I would be like, go to a thrift store or somewhere rather than spending a whole lot of money. If you're kind of wanting to try something out and you don't have it, try, like getting it in, a thrift store is a good way of doing it. And then if it doesn't work, give it back to the thrift store. But you haven't invested a lot in that as you are getting to know your style. So just a few tips. And I know it can be difficult when we are restarting to find our style and when life changes and body changes and all those things happen. Style is a journey. It is not a destination. So we are always through our lifetime having to reassess our style.